Hey you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ty and I'm back with another video. So I know I look a hot mess right now. And if you're wondering what's all this white stuff on me, it's powder. I just got out the shower not so long ago and anyway, let me get to the point while I'm here. I am so frustrated right now. Like, I just almost got angry. I kind of did for a half of a minute, or maybe a minute. And when I get angry, you guys, when I get really angry, like when someone pisses me off, sometimes I cry. Like in my past, every time I get to that point where, like, with someone, like, you know when I'm ready to fight when I start crying, because that's just my trigger. Like once you get me there, it's like I'm there. Once you get me triggered, I'm there. So I'm gonna tell y'all what triggered me. I applied for this website called care.com. And on the website, you can go on there and you can apply for you can look for caregivers, or you can look for I'm sorry. I'm so frustrated right now. I can't even talk straight. I'm trying to calm down. Okay, I'm going to calm. Let me count to 3. 1, 2, 3. You got this. Just calm down. Everything happened for a reason. All right, so y'all, I really been working on myself lately, trying to not let things get me angry and just, go with the flow and just, whatever happens, because what's for me is for me. It's my blessings gonna come to me no matter what. Period. I know that. So with me knowing that, I really been trying to like I say, live in the moment. Do not get angry about nothing. Don't try to force nothing. Like everything is like everything is authentic over here and pure, and it's just gonna flow. And that's what I really been getting, like, from my ancestors and from the divines, just telling me just slow down, don't rush nothing, don't push nothing, don't force nothing, because what's for me is for me. So that's what I've been doing. So with that being said, I said, you know what, instead of me getting up every day and going out here passing out my flyers, I said maybe I should try to tap into the internet a little bit too and seeking our network on there too. So I thought about care.com, and years ago, so long ago, this was like maybe like 5 years ago or something, I applied for the site when I had end up getting my CNA license. And when I applied for the site then, they denied me because when I was 20 years old, which was 11 years ago, I had got pulled over for drinking and driving. And when I got pulled over for drinking and driving, I also, unfortunately, I don't even know I'm telling y'all this, but you know what? I don't give a damn. I'm going to keep it all the way real over here. Judge me if you want. That was 11 years ago. We all live and we learn. Unfortunately, I was leaving the club, y'all, and me thinking like, oh, well, I know my baby got school in the morning, so I'm going to go pick her up first. Because as you guys know, I said it before, I had my daughter at a very young age, at the age of 14. So when I was, at the time, like I said, 20, of course, I had, my daughter was here with me too, and she was in kindergarten at the time. And I was flagged out, like I said, leaving the club when I ain't had no business at the club, because I should have been at home with my child, but I wasn't. So yeah, I got pulled over, and on my way from the club, I picked my daughter up because I knew that once I got home, I was gonna be tired as hell because I just left the club. And then on top of that, I know that I wasn't gonna want to get up early in the morning to go get her away from my mom's house and then bring her way back to school, because her school was up the street from the house, and me and my mom stayed a little distance from each other, not too far, but it was a distance. So I decided to pick her up and put her in the back seat while she was sleeping and go home. On the way home, I got pulled over. They did the breathalyzer. I was over the limit, so I was arrested. When I got to jail, I realized that my mom was like freaking out on the phone. I'm like, I was sad and disappointed, but she was freaking out so much. I'm like, well, Mom, like, it ain't the end of the world. Like, it's just a DUI, it's a misdemeanor. Like, it's not a felony or nothing. And she's like crying, and she's like, no, you have a felony. I'm like, what are you talking about? My mom tell me that one of my charges is child abuse, not neglect, abuse. So I was like, what? Are you serious? Long story short, y'all, I was never charged with a child abuse. I was never charged with child neglect. That whole charge with the child was totally dropped. I was charged with a DUI though, and so this happened in 2013. We are in 2023 right now. So when that happened, like I said, I got put on probation. I did what I had to do, and to this day I still have that misdemeanor charge. It's not going nowhere. I get that. However, at the time, I don't really know how it worked, because that was my first time ever in my life being arrested. So I didn't know, like, when you get arrested for something, whether you got charged with it or not, it'll still show up, I guess, over a period of time. So when I applied for their website for when I became a CNA, at the time I was denied. And I'm assuming because of the child abuse that they assumed that I was charged with, but I wasn't. So, but like I said, I guess it was still showing up for some strange reason. Since they arrested me for it, but I wasn't charged with it, it was still showing up on my background, I'm assuming. So, they denied me. At the time, I think I don't really remember everything that was going on at the time, but like I said, that was like 5 years ago when I applied and they denied me. And I did have a chance to appeal then, but like I said, I don't remember what I had going on. I know that I wasn't nowhere near as focused as I am now. So I'm not quite sure. You know what? I think I do remember. I remember that they said that I can reapply, but at the time, I was so discouraged with them basically denying me that I was like, well, ain't no point in me trying to reapply, because trying to appeal it, because they're not going to do nothing but still deny me anyway. And I just like, forget it, you know. So fast forward now, about 5 years later, I just, like I said, I had reapplied the other day. So when you go to the website to apply, they will the first thing they'll tell you is that in order for you to even come on their platform to even look for clients, you have to do a background check. So in order for me to do the background check, I had to create an account. So they let me create the account, and then once I created my account, I used my name, the same name that I used 5 years ago when I applied the first time. And my like I said, I used my name, same social security number, nothing ain't changed. I'm the same person. So that went through fine. They didn't say nothing. Then when I made the account, that's when they told me, okay, the next step is you basically paying for the background check. So I paid for the background check. When I paid for my background check, y'all, and as soon as I clicked the button for me to send off the money for my background check, it clicked off like this. So I'm thinking to myself, like, because at first, you know what, it didn't click off, it froze. So when it froze, I'm like, I had like rebooted it or something, like the little arrow that like take you back to the same screen and like refresh it. Yeah, refresh it. Oh Lord. But anyway, so I refreshed it, and when I refreshed it, that's when the some screen popped up was telling me that I can't create an account with them. So I'm like, what in the world is this? So I go to my my online account to check to see, you know, on my GTE account to see if the money came out, and it did. So they took the money for the background check, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, so I'm following the instructions, them telling me, oh, this is probably why this is popping up, this is probably why. So as I was reading, they were saying that if you previously used a different email address, and 5 years ago I did have a different email address, so I was like, okay, boom, and maybe that's why. So I put in a new email address. So then they're still basically saying, if that's still not working, then you can write us to the you know, with your concerns or whatever like that. So I write them, I'm like, hey, I let them know that I tried to reapply. I know before I was denied, but I said, but I am a licensed practical nurse, and I have paperwork from the courthouse supporting that I am not a felon, nor do I have any violent charges on my record. So I wanted to see if it's any way that I can appeal you guys basically saying now that you're not letting me on your platform because of a previous background check that you guys have done. And when I wrote them and said that, that was yesterday. So today I got the email back from them. And in the email, they stated that they are not allowing me to open up my account on their platform because of me previously doing a background check with them and not applying for the appeal within the 10-day period that they gave me. So honestly, their rules on that, I totally get it. I'm not going to sit here and argue with that, because one thing that I do know is that what I do believe, I ain't going to say, yeah, what I do know. Yeah, what I do know is that when you have your own business, nobody can tell you how to run your business. And you can sit around and try to tell somebody, oh, well, I think you should have did it, I think you should. But at the end of the day, it's their business. You understand what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't like it if somebody come to me and tell me like, oh, well, I think you should have did it. Because at the end of the day, I'd probably be like, well, maybe you should open up your own business and do that with your business. And I know some people might feel like, well, that's kind of rude or cocky, but at the same time, though, I just feel like I do have respect for people with their rules for their business, because I feel like that's their business. I may not like their rules, but it's not for me to like, it's for me to respect. So I get that. The part that pissed me off, though, y'all, is that why would y'all take my money for the background check if y'all not gonna allow me to come on your platform? So I'm gonna try to be cool, y'all. I'm gonna give them until tomorrow to see what they say, because you damn right I wrote them back and I said, okay, thank you for replying to me, I appreciate it. However, I would like to know if you guys are going to reimburse me for the money that I paid for a background check for me to reapply to come on your platform to look for clients, since you guys are not allowing me on your platform. I want to say what I got a feeling, but I ain't even going to say that, because I feel like the energy in the words that we speak sometimes is powerful, and I don't want to kind of, put it out there and wish for something bad to happen, which is me not getting my money back. But I don't know. But, and honestly, y'all, it ain't even about the money for me. I just feel like it'd be like, I think it's just a respect thing. I just hate when people I just feel like if you're gonna have your rules on things, have your rules, but don't be taking money from people. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like, I don't know. I believe in treating people fairly in the right way, and like I say, I'm gonna respect your rules, but respect me and my money. Like, money don't grow on trees, and I don't like when I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of. I really don't like that. And anyway, let's get to the important message, because out of every situation, especially a situation that makes you start realizing that you get angry about, it's always a lesson in that. And I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful that God has been working on me so much, because I'll probably be still sitting around here like, I carry on like when I get mad sometimes, and it be hard to calm me down. I be like, I go from 0 to 100, and I be like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and y'all, God really been working on me, and I feel like the lesson in this was, you live and you learn. Back then I didn't, do it within them 10 days, and I should have, but I didn't. I feel like Spirit just told me, don't be talking about what you should have did, baby, because everything that's for you is for you anyway. So sometimes things don't work out, and that's because it's something better for you. So I'm just gonna take this as a lesson for me to learn. For one, I feel like I keep hearing. That's why I feel like, was this a test? Because all I keep hearing Spirit is saying is, everything gonna happen naturally. And it's so crazy, because at the beginning of this video I was saying that, and I just feel like that's all Spirit. That's all I keep hearing right now as I'm talking to y'all in this video. Like, Spirit keeps saying everything gonna flow. And like I was saying at the beginning of the video, Spirit been trying to tell me to release the things that don't work for me. Like, don't dwell on this shit. Like, really don't. For what? Because the more I dwell on things that's not working, the more I'm giving my energy to that. And the time that I'm sitting around here mad about that, going from 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000, I'm taking away the 10, 20, 30 minutes that I can be spending meditating, getting more downloads on what I need to do, the next step that I need to do in order for me to be this successful entrepreneur that I know I'm going to be. Or better yet, I know that, like, Spirit been telling me a lot lately, I need to start reading more books. It's so much stuff I could be doing, like, and this is just a reminder, y'all, I guess, from me, from Spirit, that, you know, when you on a journey, shit, you gonna have humps in the road. Shit gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? You may lose a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose a little bit, probably to gain a little bit more. But when you lose that shit, or when shit don't be flowing the right way, don't stress about that shit. Don't worry about that shit. Don't dwell on that shit. And know that whatever anybody took from you, God gonna replace that shit 10 times fold. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just thankful that the Lord been working on me, because I'm starting to use my anger to fuel my ambition. And I'm realizing that whatever don't work for me was never meant for me in the first place. And whatever anybody took from me, let them have it, because God gonna replace that with, like I said, plenty more than they took. So I'm gonna count this as a blessing. And if they do give my money back, I'll let y'all know. But like I said, and they ain't even about the money for me. It was really about me just feeling like I was getting taken advantage of. And yeah, I was a little bit upset at the fact that they wouldn't, because at first I was saying to myself, like, I called my fiance because I was so angry. And I was venting to him, and I'm like, I just need to calm down. And he like, yeah, you need to calm down. And like I said, I was just like, I just realized that sometimes God is just sometimes God will allow things to happen just to see, like, how you react. You know what I mean? If God told you, like I was just at the beginning of the video, go with the flow, and what's not for you is not for you, what's for you is for you. And the minute somebody denied me about something, I'm getting angry. For what? Did you forget what God said? And yeah, so I literally be on here sometimes, y'all, like, telling y'all, sharing my story with y'all. And I share my story because I know that it's other people out there who probably going through stuff, and I know, and I just want to just be that comfort zone for y'all sometimes, let y'all know, you know what, I remember when Ty had that day, and that happened with Ty, and then God turned around and did that for Ty. And if God will do it for Ty, I know he'll do it for me. And that's really why I come on here. And not only that, like I said before, y'all be helping me, because I be on here venting my ass off. And with me not having my daddy here no more, which is my best friend in the whole world, and just not feeling like I have that person just to call on when everybody knows that just that one person you can call on no matter what. It don't matter how many friends you have or how many associates you have. When you get to that point where you just need that one person, sometimes you can have a million friends, a million associates, but you still don't feel like you don't have nobody to call. And that's, like I said before, y'all, that's where I'm at right now. And I wanted to say it like that because I know before in the past I have been on here saying I have no friends, I don't have this, I don't have that. And over time I have gained really great friends, like I have spoke before and shouted them out. They know who they are, and so I'm not going to deny that. But what I am going to say is I still haven't got to that place where I have that person who I just call and tell them everything, anything when I'm going through something. And a lot of times I feel like it's because I don't want to feel like I'm putting all my baggage on somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't want no friend always calling me like, oh, I got this going on. And not saying that I'm not going to be there for my friends when they call me, because of course I'm going to be there. But at the same time, though, you don't want to become that friend who always calling with a problem. You know what I mean? Because now you're putting, you carrying your mess to their mess. Like, nah, give it to the Lord. Shit. You know? Like I do. So I give it to the Lord, and with me giving it to the Lord, I also come on here and I share with y'all. And it be funny as hell to me, because as I be on here talking to y'all sometimes, too, it be like, give me downloads, and I love it. So I think I'm going to start coming on here more, tapping in with y'all more, and sharing with y'all a little bit more of my journey. I don't even know what I'm going to title this, because I did make my last, vlog for, the Millionaire March, and the last one is going to be part 6, just to let y'all know too. And just a little side note, the reason why I'm making making it part 6 the last one is because I have a client. You're gonna see that in the video. So I feel like, you know, I just wanted to really record the moments of me just walking out, quitting my job like I did a month ago, and me doing everything that I needed to do to put me in position to become in business, and actually start putting out what I manifest over the years. So I'm so grateful to be able to share that with y'all, and glory to God once again, because as you guys probably know already, the name of my business is Glorious Home Care for the glory of God. So it's been a journey, y'all, and today I received, like I said, a lesson, and within that lesson, I received a message. I like that. Within that lesson, I received a message. I gotta start using that. I might have to write that down in my journal. Within that message, I received a lesson. No, within that lesson, that's why I need to write it down. Lord Jesus, I can't remember nothing. Anyway, yeah, that's it, y'all. I ain't really got too much to talk about. I was mad when I came on here, and I need to calm down. So I came on here to vent a little bit, and as I was venting to y'all, like I said, Spirit was getting to me and telling me this and that, and like I started off with at the beginning of the video, just go with the flow, baby, and know everything gonna happen. If anybody's watching me who's thinking about starting their own business, do it today. Over time, I'm learning, and I'm still learning now, that the more you procrastinate, the longer it's going to take you to get where you're trying to go. So don't let those small negative talks, get louder than your silence. Because in a silence is where you're going to find the peace. And not only the peace, is in your silence. That's where you're going to find the answers, in the steps, and the things that you need to do to get you where you're supposed to be at. And if God hired you, who gonna fire you? I got that from one of my girls that I listen to. She's a tarot card reader, and I really need to get her name, because I feel so bad when I come on here and I try to give people credit for their little words that I use, and I don't remember their names. But regardless if I remember her name or not, I'm still giving her credit for it, because it just be so it be just so copycatty to me when people try to, when they hear something and be like, well, I'm gonna say this, I like that. Okay, you can say it, but don't be making it seem like it's your own words. I don't know. I heard somebody else saying that on their channel the other day, and I was like, oh my God, girl, preach. Because I be saying this, I be feeling like that all the time. I hate when I feel like people be trying to be just like me. Bitch, find your own damn lane. The hell? There's so many different lanes out here. You want to follow mine? I don't even know where the hell my lane gonna take me. Hell, and you want to follow mine? How you know yours ain't better? So I don't know. I really believe in people just being real to their true self and doing what they feel like they want to do, dressing how they want to dress, wear they how they want to wear they how, talk how they want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Do your own shit. It's gonna be some people who ain't gonna like it, but guess what? It's gonna be people who gonna love it. So don't focus on the people who gonna talk about you, who ain't gonna like something about you. Let them find their tribe, and you worry about yourself and know that your tribe gonna come to you, because it always does. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. If you don't believe nothing else, know that your tribe is gonna come. As long as you keep it real with yourself and don't change up for nobody, and most importantly, don't be trying to be like nobody else to make yourself feel relevant, because you are already relevant with just being who you are, period. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video real quick. I didn't expect it to be this long. I see we already at 24 minutes, but I'm gonna let y'all go right now. I love you guys, and I will try to keep you guys updated as much as I can. Hopefully it won't be me coming on here trying to calm the hell down from somebody pissing me off. Hopefully it'll be more of me coming on here like this, happy and feeling good inside, good vibes and everything. But I thank you guys for listening to me and helping me receive my good vibes again. And before I leave here, of course, I want to thank God. And I love y'all so much. And until next time, bye.